CY Leung came to set out his agenda for the next year, already embroiled in a new controversy. Throughout his address, he was interrupted by more radical legislators holding up placards of the 5 missing book publishers. They are apparently being detained for publishing books critical of China's ruling elite. At least one publisher thought to have been abducted from Hong Kong. Despite the damage to the so-called one country, two systems, guaranteeing Hong Kong certain freedoms within China, Leung insists all is well with the relationship.
It will fully and faithfully implement the principles of one country, two systems, Hong Kong people administering Hong Kong, and a high degree of autonomy.
The continuing mystery and Beijing's official silence on it is undermining Leung's authority. He begins his last full year in office with one opinion poll showing his popularity has now slipped to a near record low for any chief executive. This year will be crucial if he wants to stand for re-election. Protesters outside reminded him of the many problems, poverty and housing most important among them. Sito Kyun worked for more than 40 years as an engineer on Hong Kong ferries. Retired but without a pension, life is a constant struggle. He gets welfare assistance of $300 a month, but his one-room apartment costs him $400 in rent. He manages with help from his children.
My children have their own children to raise. It's humiliating to ask for money every month.
Chris and Ringo, both professionals who have worked for more than 10 years, also help their parents. They live at home with no prospect of owning their own property for years to come.
Even if I could get enough for the deposit, it would be so hard to pay the mortgage.
In his policy address, Leung said things are improving, but given the scale of the social and political problems he is presiding over, many believe his legacy will be more about what he didn't do than what he did. Rob McBride, Al Jazeera, Hong Kong.